Welcome to the Tailgate Tailgate Show. The tailgate show for the tailgaters. Done by the not-so-ready for primetime pickers. Hosted by the Lunch Eaters Man of the Year and legendary broadcaster Bill Bubba Bussey. You only thought you knew college football. Call Mama Moon and saddle up for a football experience. Now, here's Bubba.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Tailgate Tailgate Show. It is the tailgate show for the tailgaters, done by the not-so-ready for primetime pickers. I'm your semi-retired, mostly washed-up host, formerly of the Rick and Bubba Show, and now the host of Bubba on the Lake, and this podcast you're listening to, the Tailgate Tailgate Show. Let me bring in the team. Hunter Bussey, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Dad. How are you? I'm ready for another outstanding week of college football with the new playoff rankings out. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's getting serious now. Nathan, how are you?
I'm fantastic. The Colts are 8-2 heading into the bye week, so I'm obviously got to give a shout out to them. And we're getting into the thick of college football season, so I'm ready.
Well, we have a special guest picker today, and we'll introduce him in just a second when we pick up the question of the day. But before we do, let's recap last week's results. And I hate to bring attention to myself, but it looks like I ran the table at 9-0 last week. And I know I got some strange looks from y'all when I told you that Florida was going to lose to Kentucky. Kentucky plays them good every year. I don't know what it is about them. They give Florida fits. I don't know if they're stealing their signals or what. But anyway, that one grew. It got some strange looks, but it came about. Nathan finished second at 8-1, Hunter 7-2, and our guest picker Meg Wilson came in at 6-3. I'm still leading the season at 57-20. And Nathan has now slipped into the number 2 spot at 50-27, and Hunter close behind at 49-28. Well, without further ado, let's bring in our guest picker of the week, Simeon Castille, former Alabama standout, former NFL defensive back, and the current owner of Castille Academy. Simeon, how are you, sir?
Brother, I am doing great, and I am just excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, Simeon, we're glad to have you, and you have played college football at the highest level, so we're looking for some great insight to that. I'm a big fan of your parents and have known them for a long time, and especially your mother, who has been a longtime tennis friend of mine and spiritual leader and cheerleader. And, you know, I have to tell you a story about your mom was funny. I tweaked my knee one time in a match. And she was playing on the court next to me, and she just came over, got down on her knees, put her hand on my knee, and started praying for me right on the spot. And I love that about her. I love that. She is not bashful about sharing the power, is she?
I was about to say, ain't no shame in her game, ever, ever. You ever need somebody to pray for you, man, you call both of my parents. They don't care where it is, what time it is. Hey, baby, we're about to pray right now.
Simeon, how was it growing up with Jeremiah as a dad? I mean, he had such, success
hard.
at Alabama.
Let me just tell you right now, hard.
But he didn't play no games either, did he?
No, absolutely not. Man, my dad was tough, man. He was tough.
But aren't you glad he was now?
Absolutely. I speak for myself. I got 5 siblings. I feel like I got whipped the most, okay? But I also tell everybody I earned every whooping I got. So I can't blame my dad, man. But I needed it, man. I was just rambunctious. Like right now, I got 3 kids. I have a 4, 5, and 6-year-old.
Wow.
And my middle son is exactly like me. He literally just broke our garage door. Because my oldest, my 6-year-old, was trying to let it up, and my 5-year-old is hanging onto it as the garage door. Yeah, exactly.
No. That's not going to end good for anybody, especially some fingers get caught in that thing. Oh, man.
So, yeah, man, but my dad, he was tough, but it was tough love, obviously, man. He saw a lot in all of us, and just as a father, trying to raise us to know the Lord first and foremost.
Yep.
And yeah, man, just wanting to see us succeed in our lives. And for me, man, I needed a lot of guidance. So,
Simeon, let me ask you this: with your dad playing at Alabama, and then you were such a standout high school player, was there ever any doubt that you were going to go to Alabama? Was there other schools that you looked at and maybe brought it up, or was there ever any doubt that you were going to Alabama?
yeah, man. I mean, because if anybody's familiar with my family, they know that my brother Tim was just a grade ahead of me, and so my brother was amazing in high school. Like, I think a couple years ago they did a write up where I think he got rated like the number 6 high school player to ever play in the state of Alabama. So growing up, I mean, people didn't even call me by my name. I was just either Tim's little brother or you're Jeremiah's son, you know? So it was like one of those things where, man, you know, once I started getting recruited, I was thinking about, well, okay, man, I think I might want to go somewhere and make a name for myself. And so it's funny because Coach Saban was at LSU when I was a senior in high school. So he was recruiting me. LSU had just won the Natty that year, and they had a lot of good guys in the secondary. And so I told my dad after Coach Saban came to my house, he offered me, he was like, man, I said, Dad, I think I want to go to LSU. And so he said,
Did he choke?
Well, honestly, if he was bothered, he held it in.
Yeah.
And he hit it well because the only thing he really said was, you just need to consider, you need to pray about it. And then he was just, from a practical standpoint, he was like, son, you need to think about where you want to live after you graduate college. And he was like, if you think you might want to, settle down and have some roots in Louisiana, then yeah, I would consider going to LSU. But if you feel like you want to move back to Alabama and raise a family here, then I would highly consider going to Alabama. So at the end of the day, I did pray about it, and I felt like I could not pass up on the opportunity to play with my brother and have my dad on the sidelines of every game because he's the chaplain.
Well, there's probably another school in Alabama that recruited you. You could have put roots down. Did you ever consider going to Lee County?
No. Wait.
You mean you would accept the LSU?
I didn't want to go to UAB.
So you could have accepted LSU, but not Auburn.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I would have went to Sanford. Before I went to.
I was about to say, I feel like if you went to Auburn, that would have gone over like a lead balloon in your house, my man.
Well, there's stranger stories out there, that's for sure.
That's true, but that one, I don't think that one was in the
Well,
cards.
Simeon, you still look like you could play right now, man.
Well, I just told you I got a 4, 5, and 6-year-old. I'm ripping and running. You don't see the little basketball goal I got back there?
Yeah.
You ready?
Hey, yeah, brother. It's nonstop.
You formed the Castille Academy just to get a break, didn't you?
Shoot, I take them up there to wear them out too. So yeah, man, we got little I got a little sled, and it's probably 30 pounds. Like the normal one we use is like 100, and I got a little sled that I even put my baby girl on it. She's 4.
Well, there's one with a handle on it and a motor called a lawnmower. You can let them push that,
That's too easy because they got the ones now that got the
That's right. That's right. Well, let me ask you this. And we'll turn back to college football here. Simeon, great stuff, by the way. Indiana beat Penn State on a last-minute toe-tapping catch. Probably one of the best catches that I have seen ever. Hunter, what did you think about that game? Was this enough to prove to you that Indiana belongs?
It's enough to prove that Indiana belongs, and also that right now, to me, the Heisman's neck and neck between Ty Simpson and Mendoza. But, that throw and the catch alone was probably a Heisman moment of its own. But, I mean, Indiana's legit. If there's any doubts still, I mean, get on the train. I don't know what y'all are thinking. They're for real. They're for real.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm enjoying their coach because, we're so used to coach speak and nobody will step out. And, their coach is like, yeah, we're good. We're just whooping everybody, So I'm really enjoying that. Nathan, what do you think about that?
Yeah, well, I agree with Hunter. I think Fernando Mendoza is probably my favorite to win the Heisman this year. I like Ty Simpson a lot, too. He's had a phenomenal season. But Curtis Signetti, I mean, the job he's done has been phenomenal. And we said at the beginning of the year, Oregon was kind of that one roadblock that if Indiana could hop Oregon, they were going to probably have a chance to go undefeated in the regular season. And they did. And we didn't think the whiteout was going to be a very tough game, given the fact that Penn State just sent James Franklin packing, and they've been kind of in coaching turmoil. And man, the locker room must be strong because they figured something out and pushed Indiana. But yeah, I like Mendoza a lot. I think he's probably the best quarterback, at least playing the best right now. And I like Indiana to make some noise in the playoff.
Simeon, are you surprised Indiana is as good as they are? I mean, they went from 0 to 60.
Well, I think so. A lot of times, teams that are flying under the radar, they can use that to their advantage. Because I mean, I would not have, I did not foresee Indiana being or having the season that they've had and making the run that they've made. And then it takes some of the plays like you were talking about. Man, just some amazing, even maybe somebody might want to call it lucky. But it does take those type of plays to have, a championship type season. And that's what it looks like they're trying to put together.
Well, it certainly looked like a Heisman drive because the pressure was on. They had to have it fourth down. Was it fourth down they scored on? It seemed like it was fourth. It was right down to the wire.
Third
down.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
It just it looked like one of those drives that they show the highlights at the Heisman Awards, and we have another guy that I was talking this week. Speaking of the Heisman, Cam Cook at Jacksonville State is leading the country in rushing. And he may not get the Heisman, but I think he deserves a trip to be in New York if he holds up these last few games, because you lead the country in rushing. I don't care who you are, at what school you're at, you've done something.
And not only that, he's running over people while doing it. It's like, and I know it's Conference USA, but I mean, he's Marshawn lynching people. I mean, it's at every other play. It's insane.
And it is Conference USA, but look at Genty last year. I mean, Boise State is a little bit of a bigger school than JSU, but when you've got it, you've got it. And I think the stats speak for themselves.
So the college football rankings are out. Top 5, no surprise, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, and Georgia. Number 6, Texas Tech, Ole Miss at 7, Oregon at 8, Notre Dame 9, Texas 10, and then Oklahoma and BYU at 11 and 12. Looking in, Utah, Vanderbilt, and Miami of Florida. Georgia Tech is also hanging around there with one loss at number 16. The SEC looks like they're shooting for 5 teams in the playoffs. Is that even possible?
Oh man, I think so. I mean, here's the thing: they have to eventually, and it happens every year. The SEC just absolutely eats each other alive this time of year, and that's where the field starts to get thinner. But I think those top teams, Bama, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, that's where we're going to see who's going to be playing in Atlanta, and then from then on to the playoff.
So who would it be right now? Would it be A&M and Alabama? Would that be the matchup, Nathan?
As of now, it would be A&M Alabama, and it's going to get interesting because the tiebreaker scenarios may end up coming into play. A&M is undefeated, but they're undefeated with Arch Manning still looming on the horizon. So if Arch Manning knocks off A&M, then we've got Georgia 1 loss, Ole Miss I think 1, A&M undefeated, Alabama undefeated. I mean, it's going to get interesting once we get into the and talking about the SEC championship. But assuming it stays A&M Alabama, that's going to be a phenomenal game. A&M is still my dark horse national champion. I'm not willing to come off of that yet, but I don't know. It's going to get interesting.
Simeon, who do you think will be in Atlanta?
I was just about to say I think Bama's going to take care of business, and A&M, they look really good. I'm not going to front.
Hey, is Vanderbilt a surprise to you, Simeon? Because I know you grew up at a time when I was watching Vanderbilt too, and they were like everybody's homecoming game, and now they're like really mean and good. I mean, isn't it weird?
It is weird. I'm like, game day was at Vandy, like 2 Vandy games, like in one season. So it is crazy because when you think about it, I mean, no one foresaw, no one knew like what I feel like NIL was going to do in the transfer portal and all of those things, which have, I think, just helped kind of even the playing field for a team that has, historically not been, a football powerhouse by any stretch of the imagination. Just to have them be where they're at now it's crazy, but it's also fun too,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
A lot of parity. You never know week to week. Diego Pavia reminds me of Brett Favre when we used to see him play at Southern Miss. And he just found a way to win games. And we've seen that with Pavia. And, now they're talking about, well, can he make it in the pros? Don't bet against that guy. I'm going to tell you, he wins everywhere he goes. And that to me is the mark of a true champion.
Absolutely. Well, I heard someone saying that he was trying to come back for another year.
Oh my gosh!
I'm like,
I think that's true. I think he's petitioning the courts.
Well,
to get
I mean,
more
he's
years.
so good. He beat the court system. Wouldn't shock me if he did it again.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
I mean, he's only like 28 years old.
He's going for the Freddie Wagan Award, who I think played longer in college than anybody I'd ever seen. And I joke Freddie about that when I see him, but I swear I think he played like 11 years. And I don't know how he did it.
With the money that they're making now, I mean, honestly,
Why
I
go?
don't blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'm about to ride this wave.
If I'm a star at Vanderbilt and I make $1.5 million a year being quarterback, who wants to go to the Jets? I mean, really. All right. Well, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll start picking them. Simeon Castille is our guest, and you are listening to the Tailgate Tailgate Show. We'll be right back.
You know one thing I love about Buffalo Wild Wings? You can get wings with any of their 26 sauces and dry rubs for takeout and delivery. That's like bringing an entire B-dubs home with you, which you can't do. I tried. I've knocked down so many walls, only to then be told to halt construction because I'm not zoned to be a sports bar. Kind of just looks like a big pergola or something because of the lack of walls. At least these 26 sauces and dry rubs are available to go. Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's go sports bar.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Hello, this is Robert Smith for Awards to Remember. I hope you'll think of us for trophies, plaques, and awards. We're famous for our low discount prices, and our customer service is second to none. We were named as one of the top 10 awards dealers in the Southeast. We were a finalist for Alabama Small Business of the Year, and our website at awardstoRemember.com is one of the best in the industry. Awards to Remember, where we don't just create trophies, we create memories.
Attention business owners, print buyers, and production managers. Guaranteed Labels is here to help you focus less on your printing, labels, decals, and focus more on growing your business. Guaranteed Labels wants to be your reliable printer. Quality, on-time shipments, and stock programs set us apart. If you're needing to focus less on your printing and more on your business, trust Guaranteed Labels, 205-640-4552 or GuaranteedLabels.com. Guaranteed Labels, still sticking since 1988.
We're back, the Tailgate Tailgate Show. Our guest picker is Simeon Castille, former Alabama standout and NFL great. And it is time, gentlemen, to pick the games. Hunter, I'll begin with you. Notre Dame goes to Pitt. How do you see it?
Yeah, I think Notre Dame. I something about them that they're due for a stinker to lay an egg, and Pittsburgh's coach is emphasizing how important this game is. I like Pitt in this game. I guess that's considered an upset. So give me Pitt by at least.
Wait a minute. Wait, just
That's a massive upset.
What did you say, Hunter?
I said upset, I believe.
We are sounding, Simeon. Don't be panicked. That is the upset air horn. Hunter is calling for an upset there. Nathan, how do you see it?
I respect the upset pick. I'm going to have to disagree. Pitt looks good, but they look good in an incredibly weak ACC. I mean, this is the worst the ACC has looked in my lifetime, probably. And Notre Dame is so battle tested. Notre Dame took Texas A&M down to the wire and beat them. It was in South Bend, but still. And then they've got the Miami win on their schedule, which Miami has fallen off a little bit, but they're still a respectable team. I think Pitt is going to make it respectable because they're coming into the game so fired up, but that can only carry you so far. I think Notre Dame is going to take care of Pitt.
Simeon, how do you see it? Notre Dame at Pitt.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not seeing an upset on this one. I'm taking Notre Dame.
Does it hurt to pick Notre Dame just a little bit? You can be honest.
No, I mean, honestly, it really doesn't, because I don't have any hard feelings toward Notre Dame. That's
well, the generation of Alabama fans before you did. They couldn't stand Notre Dame, and they felt like they got everything handed to them.
I mean, I'm just trying to think. When we played Notre Dame, didn't we play them in the Natty in Miami?
Yes. Wax them.
Oh, it was yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the 8A game gave y'all more competition. I mean, it was sad.
Yeah.
Bro.
And plus, I mean, their jerseys, I mean, they're Briarwood jerseys. You know what I mean? I mean, the gold helmets, I mean, come on. They're practically Briarwood. I mean, let's just say it. You know what I mean?
They looked like Briarwood that night. So.
Yeah.
All right, Iowa will travel to the West Coast to play USC. Hunter, what do you say?
Yeah, I think USC is got this one. I just think USC being at home. I like Iowa. I like what they put on the field, but I just think USC is going to be too much.
Nathan, how you see it?
I think Lincoln Riley's high-flying offense is gonna be too much for Iowa. Iowa wants to hold you to 13 points. That's kind of their statistical average. And they held Oregon to 18, which is crazy because Oregon wants to put 40 on you, and it still wasn't enough. I mean, they had just over 100 rushing, right at like 120 passing. It's a weak offense. So I think Lincoln Riley is going to put up enough that they're going to pull away from Iowa late. Give me USC.
Simeon Castille, how do you see it?
USC, baby. I think I just think they're just going to Iowa is just outmatched, in my opinion. Just from a talent standpoint, I don't think that they're going to be able to hang with USC.
Yeah, I think Iowa's going to come out of the corn patch, and they're going to be absolutely shocked when they get to L.A. The garnet and gold, I still think one of the better-looking uniforms in all of college football. USC, I think, will win this one. I'll flip it around here. Simeon, I'll come to you first this time. All the Hogs go down to Death Valley and LSU. How do you see this one?
I need a quarter to flip. They're both bad, but I'm gonna go with LSU on this one. Okay. I'm taking the Tigers.
How about it, Nathan?
Yeah, I think Simeon nailed it. It feels like a coin flip to me. Petrino versus quarterback carousel. It's been a disaster for the last couple of weeks, but at the end of the day, it's LSU. I think roster to roster, just on paper, I'm going to have to go LSU in a close one, but it's going to be an ugly game to watch.
Hunter, how you see it?
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. I think it'll be a dogfight, and it'll be like a 7-point game. Give me LSU.
Yeah, I think playing LSU at home, that's worth about 3 offside penalties on third down for the Hogs. So as bad as both of these teams have been, I think LSU will prevail in that one. Mississippi State travels to Missouri. Hunter, how you see it?
I got Missouri in this one, but I just think that the team that they have right now, their quarterback is solid. Mississippi State is a good team. They have potential, but I just think Missouri is going to be too much. Give me Missouri.
Nathan, how you see it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback at Missouri has been Prabula. Is he going to be healthy this week? Is he playing? I'm honestly
I have
not
no
sure.
idea.
But he looks solid. Mississippi State is better than their record shows. I think they're sitting at 5-5, and so many of those games came down to a one possession late game. Texas was that way. Tennessee was that way. I think the 5-5 is going to kind of throw people off. If you've watched them play, they're solid. I've got a sneaky feeling this is going to be a Mississippi State.
Wait a minute.
I think they've just. Is this an air horn?
Well, I don't know. Is it? Are you picking them? Are you picking State?
No, I'm picking State.
There it is.
I don't know if.
Stand by, Missouri.
I don't know if Vegas would blow the air horn on this one. I think Mississippi State's going to get it done. That's no disrespect to Missouri. Mississippi State's just been knocking on the door week after week after week. I think they're going to get it done.
Simeon, how do you see it?
That's exactly why I'm not picking Mississippi State, because they've been knocking on the door. They've been knocking and knocking and knocking, and people are just slamming it in their face every week. They haven't found a way to finish, bro. And I mean, honestly, like there have been weeks where I've almost started to feel bad for them, because you're like, oh my gosh, okay, they're gonna win it, they're gonna pull it out, and then they throw a pick to a 3 technique to lose the game. You know what I'm saying? They just are doing crazy stuff to lose. So yeah, Mizzou, they get my pick.
Yeah, I don't know what uniform or what helmet Missouri will wear. They have a variety, but I'm going to say hold that Tiger. Missouri at home, they're going to win that one. Odd, an interesting game, and this one may stir up controversy. Florida at Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin may be auditioning for a job. What do you think, Hunter?
Yeah, if Florida got scratched by the Wildcats, they're going to get boat raced by the Rebels. I just think that this is not going to be pretty. I think Ole Miss is going to win this by at least 2 touchdowns, maybe more. Give me the Rebels.
Nathan, how you see it?
I'm predicting a 1-possession Ole Miss win. I'm definitely calling Ole Miss win, but I think it's going to be way, way, way closer than people think. That Kentucky game was so bad. I don't think Florida is going to play that bad 2 weeks in a row. It's been a tough season. Again, this is a team, you look at the schedule, and it's not impressive at all. But the roster is incredibly impressive. It's loaded down with 5 stars. They've just been poorly coached. And I think we've seen glimpses of a high-flying Florida team this year. It's just inconsistent. Lane Kiffin is going to win this game, but it's not going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be, 7-10-point game.
Simeon, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Lane and the Rebels are going to find a way to get the W. I just think, with as much that's on the line for them, I feel like they're going to find a way to win it. And I mean, Florida, man, I kind of feel you, Nathan. They got players everywhere, and it's just kind of frustrating. Like, man, how have you guys not been able to put it together? But yeah, I see Ole Miss coming out on top.
Guys, I'm gonna pick the Rebels, but I'm gonna go opposite here. I think Lane Kiffin knows that they need to look good. They need to pass the eye test, and he knows that an offer from Florida, he can either go or it will get him a raise at Ole Miss, and I think he will try to absolutely bury them if possible. I would not be surprised if the score was 21-0 in the first quarter. I think Lane is going to put, I know Lane Kiffin, he is going to pull out every stop he can and try to embarrass them into the point that they offer him $80 million. I'm telling you, I know Lane Kiffin. He is going to play this. Oh, and the other big game is Texas is going to play Between the Hedges. I'll flip it around here. Simeon Castille, how you see that one?
Oh, man. I got to go with Kirby on this one. I think the Dogs are going to be able to pull it out. I think it's going to be a close game. Texas is kind of turned the corner. They started out a little shaky, but just for me, and having been coached by Kirby, I got a soft spot for the Bulldogs. So I'm gonna go with the Dogs on that one.
The Silver Britches are hunkering down. We'll talk about Kirby more in a minute. Nathan, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I don't like ever picking against Kirby. It kind of just gives me a queasy feeling in my stomach. I think I said when Ole Miss went between the hedges that Trinidad Chambliss, the quarterback at Ole Miss, was going to look really good for 3 quarters, and then fourth quarter at night in Athens was going to start to kind of weigh heavy on his mind. Arch Manning, I'm tempted to say the same thing, but he's starting to wake up. We're starting to see kind of glimpses of what we thought Arch Manning could be. Now, not the best competition. One of his best games recently was against Mississippi State, who we talked about earlier. But I feel like I'm ready to say something similar. I think we're going to see a really good performance out of Texas for 3 quarters, maybe 3.5. And at the end of the game, I think it's going to be a little bit too much for Arch. Now, watch him prove me completely wrong and throw 3 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter. But because that's the way my quarterback analysis has been. I evaluate quarterbacks like Hugh Freeze. But I think. Arch,
by the way, Hugh may be our guest picker next week. He doesn't have anything else to do. So,
hey, let's do it. But I think Arch is going to make it interesting for 3.5 quarters, and then Kirby, and just the fact that it is in Athens, it's going to become a little bit too much for Texas. Give me Georgia in a close dogfight down to the wire.
Hunter, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think this is going to be close all the way. I just think, at the end of the day, if you look at, what Georgia has done this season compared to Texas, Texas, like we went from talking about Arch Manning bulldozing a Conference USA linebacker and taunting him to him being, the hero in the Oklahoma game. So I just think Georgia's going to be too much. Give me the Bulldogs by 1 Kirby clap.
Yeah. Kirby will be really clapping at that one. Yeah. I tell you, he's I love Kirby. I met him when he was coaching in Tuscaloosa, and immediately realized that we shared the same sense of humor and sadly some of the same vocabulary. But I really like him, and I've enjoyed getting to play golf with him when I do. And he's just funny. But I'm gonna tell you, he is going to punish. He is going to punish young Manning. Okay, he is going to bring the house at them so much and from so many directions. Arch, bless his heart, he might as well go get on the bus right now. Texas and Oklahoma has had a crude awakening to what the SEC is about. You don't get to go out and play some little pickup teams from the Southwest Conference, and you have one game a year, and you make a big deal about that. Every week they're having to go to Athens. They're having to go here. They're having to go to, and hey, it's a different gig. Look at the records, okay? We all thought Texas was going to walk away with this thing to begin with. They had the players, they had the money, and it has been brutal for them. And I think this game is even going to be more brutal. I think the dogs are going to hunker down and the Silver Britches are going to have their way. All right, guys, we'll break right quick. I did get everybody, didn't I? When I start doing reverse order, sometimes I lose count. Yeah. It is the Tailgate Tailgate Show. We'll remind you that our website is the tailgatetailgateshow.com. You can find out about the podcast and our radio partners that rebroadcast this show on Saturday morning, and find out about the coveted Silver Sow Award that goes to our Tailgater of the Week, and we have another winner this week we'll be announcing shortly. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey Auburn fans, this is Lois Ann Murphy, your owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Alex City, located on Highway 280. As a former Auburn cheerleader, football is my favorite time of the year. Tailgating and Chick-fil-A are a perfect match. Let Chick-fil-A Alex City take care of all your catering needs. We have a variety of trays, nuggets, mac and cheese, grilled cool wraps, and more. All are perfect for your tailgating needs. Place your order through the Chick-fil-A app or call 256-289-7955 and War Eagle.
Land is more than just dirt and timber. When you manage it, you're a steward of wildlife and a caretaker for future generations. The Management Advantage was built for people like you. For over 20 years, they've shared proven knowledge from some of the nation's top land and wildlife managers. From food plots to predator control, it's education that turns passion into a lasting impact. Have the advantage on your property. Subscribe on YouTube and follow the Management Advantage on social media today.
On the water or off, experience lake life to the fullest at Russell Lands on Lake Martin. Grab a latte at Brew 63, linger over lunch at Fanny's, or take in a Lake Martin sunset at Kalijah Restaurant. Whether you're here for the weekend or you've made your home at the lake, Russell Lands is where community and the land come together. To learn more about upcoming events, visit russelllands.com. Come see what lake life is all about.
Looking for your dream home at Lake Martin? Trust Adam Yeager at Lake Martin Realty. Adam's honest, hardworking, and puts you, the client, first. Every time. With his local expertise and dedication, he'll guide you to the perfect property, hassle-free. Whether buying or selling, let Adam go to work for you. Call Adam Yeager at Lake Martin Realty today, 205-914-0830. Lake Martin Realty is a licensed real estate brokerage. Terms and conditions apply.
We're back. It's the Tailgate Tailgate Show with the not-so-ready for primetime pickers. Our staff here is Hunter Bussey, Nathan Hall, and our special guest picker, Simeon Castille, former Alabama and NFL defensive back and the current owner of Castille Academy. We'll learn more about that in the next segment. Guys, we got some other teams to pick. It looks like Auburn will not have a loss this week. They're open. I thought they'd get a laugh out of Simeon.
It's too painful to fully laugh, but it's true. It's true.
I want to make an announcement. By the way, I have to tell y'all this. This is funny. I think I can tell y'all this and get away with it.
Okay.
I was ranting about Auburn paying $52 million to get rid of people. Okay. They should have just set that money on fire right up the 50-yard line. And I heard from one of the coaches' wives that got a payout, and she said she's enjoying spending every dime of it. And I thought that was a good one.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm glad someone's enjoying it.
It's sad. It's funny because I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh, it was great. It was great. All right, let's look. Simeon mentioned one of his favorite teams, UAB. North Texas will be coming to Birmingham. Hunter, how you see that one coming out?
Oh, man. Yeah, UAB has let me down 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And I hate to pick against local schools. It just doesn't sit right with me. But I'm going with North Texas on this one. They just I'm shouting out once again my friend Tim Melton, who has put money that they will not win more than 4 games, and I think that will stay true this weekend. So,
Hunter, any guess who they're going to get for a coach? Have you heard any rumors?
I have not heard any rumors. I just think it'll be anyone better than Dill Weed that they had earlier. So I don't know.
Nathan, how you see it? North Texas coming to Birmingham.
I'm not passionate about picking North Texas to win a football game, but other than that Memphis aberration that we saw that still makes no sense to me whatsoever, UAB has let me down time and time again. So just out of principle, I think I'm going to pick North Texas.
Simeon, how do you see it?
Hey, I ain't got no problem picking North Texas. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hey, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have said it like that. But
Simeon, you know your mom's going to be watching this.
Man, I got too many buddies too that played at UAB, but I'm going North Texas as well.
You know, I didn't even know North Texas had a football team, but I'm picking them. Anybody know what their mascot is by chance? Anybody?
No.
No. I know they're green.
They'll still beat UAB, but I mean, I don't even know what they are. They could be the Fly Swatters. I have no idea.
I just know that the dragon is out of fire. So give me North Texas in this one.
It's been out of fire.
Yeah. Somebody's going to have to shovel the coal up and light that match again to get that going. Troy will be traveling to Old Dominion. Simeon, I'll flip it around here. How you see that one?
Man, I'm going to have to go with Troy. And I can just be honest because I haven't seen either one of these teams. So I'm going to just go with Troy on that one.
Look, sometimes it's a dartboard thing. I got you. I'm in the same boat.
Spaghetti on the wall. Yeah.
Nathan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not super familiar, but Troy played really close with Clemson early in the year. No, not really close. I think it was 7-10 points. And then they got whooped by Memphis. I think Memphis beat them by 3 possessions, something like that. So, against better competition, they haven't looked phenomenal. They're 6-3. But I think Old Dominion's sitting at about the same record. I'm going to say Troy. It's going to be a close game. I think both teams are on equal footing. But I'm going to say Troy wins it in a close game.
Hunter?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think it'll be a close game. I do know that Troy's had a great season this year. Former guest picker and close friend of ours, Rosie Langello, has been covering them, and they're looking good this year. So I like the Trojans in this game.
Speaking of Rosie, she is a guest on Bubba on the Lake this week, so don't miss that. I had a great conversation with her, and super young lady, the sports director at WSFA in Montgomery, the NBC affiliate. Let's see. We got that one. Let's see. Okay,
Jack State.
Yeah, this is going to be a big matchup, and I'm partial to the Gamecocks. Still get a check from there. They are hosting Kennesaw State. Both teams are they're tied for the lead of Conference USA. The winner will be in control of their own destiny, and the game has been upgraded to ESPNU for a national audience. Hunter, how do you see it?
Yeah, and not only that, we are going to be at that game, and I'm excited. I think it is going to be a close game all the way to the wire, but I like Jack State in this game. I think them being at home, having home field advantage is just the total that'll put them over the top. I think Cam Cook will have a great game, as he always does. Give me the Gamecocks in this game by 10.
Nathan?
Yeah, I think the fact that it is, for first in the conference, it's a night game, so the light show is going to be going crazy. It's going to be high energy. No disrespect to Kennesaw. I mean, they've got a good group, but I think JSU is going to take this one. I'm going to say 94-0.
Big win, huh?
94. It's gonna be a total beatdown. Kennesaw, they might not even make it off the bus.
Well,
Nathan,
they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Again, if you want those box seats, just text me, man.
All right,
you don't have to run up the score.
Nathan, I have integrity.
Nathan, by the way, Nathan, this is a good week for you to go because Betty can't go.
It really is.
So we don't have a seat open.
I appreciate that, but it's not about that. I mean, this is football analysis. I think JSU is going to win 94-0.
Simeon, how do you see it? Do you know anything about Kennesaw State or Jack State?
I don't, man. I'm gonna have to go with JSU just because. Again, I have a buddy that is connected with them, and I'm honestly, I'm gonna have to go watch. I'm gonna have to go watch the film on the running back because.
Cam Cook.
I haven't really, Cam Cook. I haven't been privy to him up until now, and now you guys got me interested. But I'm gonna go with JSU, and after I get done with this, I'm gonna go check out some Cam Cook.
The strange thing about him, he looks and runs just like Dalvin Cook, and who was his brother? There were two of them.
On Buffalo.
Both of them were unbelievable running backs. And Cam has the same number, runs like them, is from Texas, but is not related in any way.
No, at all.
But he reminds you of them running the ball, has a little touch of Barry Sanders in there, very quick, very hard to get a hold of, and is leading the nation in rushing. So it's going to be Kennesaw likes to throw the ball, Jack State likes to run it. We'll see who pulls that out. It'll be a national audience. Very excited. Talk to Coach Kelly this week, and he is very excited to get on the field and get after them. One more game, and this is back to the SEC. Oklahoma will be coming to Tuscaloosa. Hunter, how you see it?
Yeah, this game last year, it shocked me because I thought Alabama had it in the bag, and Oklahoma somehow snuck up on them, and I know it was in Oklahoma. That being said, I don't think that'll happen this year. It's in Tuscaloosa. I think the defense will be more prepared than last year. Oklahoma is not as good as they've kind of fizzled out at the start of the year. John Material looked like a Heisman candidate. Their defense was looking all world, and now they're just kind of, and yes, they're in the top 25, but they haven't impressed me since the Red River Shootout. So I like Bama in this game. Again, I say it every week. Ty Simpson and Jeremy Bernard specifically is going to torch them alive on offense. It's going to be so bad. And I think that the Alabama defense again is going to be more prepared than last year, and I don't think it might be close, maybe in the first half, and then second half Alabama pulls away. So give me the Crimson Tide in this game.
Nathan?
I still hear people talking about Oklahoma's Michigan win and how quote unquote impressive it was. Alabama's offense is light years ahead of Michigan. It's not even close. Ty Simpson is playing at a very high level right now. Hunter, you mentioned the receivers. Probably the best receiver room in the country.
Yep.
And as good as John Mateer is, and as good as Oklahoma has looked in moments, I can't look past that Texas game. For that to be the biggest rivalry game that's the game you circle at the beginning of the year, and you can't get up for it better than they did. They've looked good on the road, which I think gives Oklahoma fans a little bit of hope. They went to Neyland Stadium and took care of a good Tennessee team, but at the end of the day, they're just not beating this Alabama team. I don't feel confident saying anyone is beating this Alabama team, and that includes Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M. I mean, they're playing at a very high level. So I'm going to say Alabama beats Oklahoma by 14.
Simeon, how do you see it?
Definitely got to roll with the Tide. We owe these boys from last year. Absolutely. We absolutely do. And again, man, I just look at what can be accomplished with Alabama. So for me, I'm like, man, there's no way we can come out and lay an egg. I don't foresee that happening. So I think the offense is going to be clicking. Defense is doing their thing, man. So I think we're right now we're a hard team to beat if we play the way that we're capable of playing. And so I think the Tide is going to roll, baby.
Yeah, I think Brent Venerable, as good a defensive coach as he is, may pose some early resistance, but if Ty Simpson's hitting his routes and getting it to his playmakers and letting them do what they do, they'll be in good shape. By the way, Ty ought to be in the room in New York when they give the Heisman. I don't know if he'll win, but he needs to be in consideration for that. Folks, you're listening to the Tailgate Tailgate Show. We'll be right back to wrap up, announce our Tailgater of the Week, and we're going to let Simeon Castille plug away. We'll be right back after this.
Attention business owners, print buyers, and production managers. Guaranteed Labels is here to help you focus less on your printing, labels, decals, and focus more on growing your business. Guaranteed Labels wants to be your reliable printer. Quality, on-time shipments, and stock programs set us apart. If you're needing to focus less on your printing and more on your business, trust Guaranteed Labels, 205-640-4552 or GuaranteedLabels.com. Guaranteed Labels, still sticking since 1988.
Looking for your dream home at Lake Martin? Trust Adam Yeager at Lake Martin Realty. Adam's honest, hardworking, and puts you, the client, first. Every time. With his local expertise and dedication, he'll guide you to the perfect property, hassle-free. Whether buying or selling, let Adam go to work for you. Call Adam Yeager at Lake Martin Realty today, 205-914-0830. Lake Martin Realty is a licensed real estate brokerage. Terms and conditions apply.
You know one thing I love about Buffalo Wild Wings? You can get wings with any of their 26 sauces and dry rubs for takeout and delivery. That's like bringing an entire B-dubs home with you, which you can't do. I tried. I've knocked down so many walls, only to then be told to halt construction because I'm not zoned to be a sports bar. Kinda just looks like a big pergola or something because of the lack of walls. At least these 26 sauces and dry rubs are available to go. Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's go sports bar.
Hello, this is Robert Smith for Awards to Remember. I hope you'll think of us for trophies, plaques, and awards. We're famous for our low discount prices and our customer service is second to none. We were named as one of the top 10 awards dealers in the Southeast. We were a finalist for Alabama Small Business of the Year, and our website at awardstoremember.com is one of the best in the industry. Awards to Remember, where we don't just create trophies, we create memories.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Tailgate Tailgate Show. I'm Bill Bubba Bussey, your host, along with Hunter Bussey, Nathan Hall, and special guest picker Simeon Castille, and we appreciate him taking time out of his schedule to be here. We do want to mention the coveted, let me get this correct, the coveted Silver Sow for our Tailgater of the Week. Last week, Catherine Bynum and her family, who cheer on Mississippi State, was the winner. This week, we are glad to announce Michelle and Doug Alford as our Tailgaters of the Week. They're part of the Kick Six group that attend Auburn, and they are going to win that coveted Silver Sow, a gift package from Chick-fil-A, and also a little bit of cash to help fill up the coffers at the next tailgate. So congratulations to Michelle and Doug Alford. Simeon, thank you for joining us, and tell everybody what you're doing now. This is time for you to plug away.
All right, man. Absolutely. I am the owner of Castille Academy. It's a sports performance facility. It's in Pelham, right off of 65 South, the Tank Farm exit. And, man, we help athletes achieve their goals. Now, we do adult fitness as well. So moms, dads, you guys can come and get fit as well. But man, we really do try to use what we're building as ministry as well, man. Just giving all of the athletes the word. We pray over them. But ultimately they're coming in, to receive training for speed, agility, strength, all of those things that can help them take their athletic game to the next level.
Simeon, I have a challenge for you. I have one Hunter Bussey there that we need to get his game up a little bit. Do you think you can help him out?
Hey, I've been before. I've been before in high school.
I was about to say,
I mean more than once, Hunter. You got to go back.
I've been more than...
Can we get Hunter below a sub 40-yard dash?
Simeon, he still tells a story about you putting that parachute on him and the wind almost taking him over the fence. You know how these guys dive in with a football to center field? Hunter said it was like opposite. He was leaving the field.
That I remember the sled too. The sled, I got used to it, but that first go, I was like, "Dadgum."
Yeah, we're gonna whip you into shape, baby. I promise. Hey, give me 90 days. You know what I'm saying?
90 days.
Hey, I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
So, Simeon, how do people find out more? You got a website or people interested? How they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. They can go to the website. It is www.thecastilleacademy.com, and they can give us a call too, 205-742-9550. Either one of those, and we can get any questions answered that they may have.
Simeon, we appreciate you being a guest this week. We hope you'll come back. We have several more weeks, and when it gets down into the championships and the games and the playoffs, we hope you'll come back and be with us again.
I would love it, fellas. Man, I've had a great time. Thank you for having me.
Listen, we have a great time here, and thank you very much. I mentioned earlier our website is the tailgatetailgateshow.com. You can reach me at Bubba at tgtgshow.com. Keep those cards and letters coming if you want to be considered Tailgater of the Week. We're very excited to pass that out. Also, new merchandise is available just in time for the cold weather. Check that out. And as always, we want you to subscribe and turn on notifications. We don't want you to miss anything. And don't forget our radio partners. I've had so many people text and email and say, man, they are loving it on the radio, especially when they forget to listen and they're headed out to the games and they catch those. So check out those stations for time and get all the information you need to catch the Tailgate Tailgate Show. We thank you for listening. We appreciate our sponsors for making it possible. Congratulations to Michelle and Doug Alford, our Tailgaters of the Week. And until toe touches leather next week, we'll be back and we'll be picking them and picks you can take to the bank. Thank you for being part of the Tailgate Tailgate Show.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
On the water or off, experience lake life to the fullest at Russell Lands on Lake Martin. Grab a latte at Brew 63, linger over lunch at Fanny's, or take in a Lake Martin sunset at Kalijah Restaurant. Whether you're here for the weekend or you've made your home at the lake, Russell Lands is where community and the land come together. To learn more about upcoming events, visit russelllands.com. Come see what lake life is all about.
Hey Auburn fans, this is Lois Ann Murphy, your owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Alex City, located on Highway 280. As a former Auburn cheerleader, football is my favorite time of the year. Tailgating and Chick-fil-A are a perfect match. Let Chick-fil-A Alex City take care of all your catering needs. We have a variety of trays, nuggets, mac and cheese, grilled cool wraps, and more. All are perfect for your tailgating needs. Place your order through the Chick-fil-A app or call 256-289-7955 and War Eagle.
A lot of life can happen between sips of Dasani. You know, the life moments, big and small, that are worth getting thirsty for. Like organizing a family movie night under the stars. Or hearing an old favorite song and having an impromptu dance party. Or finding a new dinner recipe that the whole family loves. The crisp, clean taste of Dasani was made for all of life's thirst-worthy moments. Dasani, because life happens between sips.
You've been listening to the Tailgate Tailgate Show, a production of Intergalactic Pants and Tees, all rights reserved. Be sure to like and follow and subscribe to the show and all social media. Contact information is on our website at thetailgatetailgateshow.com. Until next time, may your coals stay hot and your tent stay dry.